So this is Balai by B Residences, and the first project that we are offering is Balai Punta Engano located in Mactan. So Balai by B Residences, it's the more alternative option for those clients looking for residential spaces outside the city proper. So the locations of Balai projects are always they're not within the more upscale or more modern parts of the city. Rather, they're closer to the coastlines or closer to tourist areas. So it's perfect for Airbnb and perfect for just those who are looking for a more relaxing residential space rather than a more metropolitan style of living. So Balay Ponte Engano, as I mentioned, located in Mactan Island. So it's not too far away from the world-class resorts in the Mactan area. So it's about 196 meters away from Movenpick and then 650 meters away from Shangri-La Mactan. And it's actually 345 meters away from our resort over there, B Resorts Mactan. So as you may know, those unit owners from B Residences, they can actually enjoy a special rate in our resorts. So they can just walk on the way to B Resorts Mactan if ever they decide to purchase a unit here in Balay Punta Engano, and they can enjoy 30 to 40% discount over there. So this is the location. And moving into the tower itself, we have four main amenities in Balay Punta Engano. So those four main amenities, as you can see, they all take up Bisaya words. So the inspiration here is the Filipino lifestyle. So in the Filipino lifestyle, we have four main parts of the house, right? So we have the welcoming area, the gathering area, the working area, and the play area. So now we have the Dayon, Tapok, Obra, and Duwa, as you may notice. So those are our four main amenities located in different floors of the tower. And on top of that, within the parking area of this tower, so this is the upper ground floor, ground to upper ground floor of the area, we have leasable storage spaces. So this is perfect for clients who are typically outside the country, or let's say they just have too much stuff inside their unit and they want an extra space to store their other belongings or make into a stock room. So leasable storage spaces can be perfect for them. So going back to our amenities, the Dayon area or welcoming area is located at the second floor of Balay Punta Engano. So here, from the word itself, Dayon, you'll be welcomed by a kiddie pool, lap pool, sunken lounge, wet deck, and indoor and outdoor shower rooms. So this is Dayon. And moving up to the 9th floor, you have your Tapok or gathering area. So here in Tapok, this is essentially, if this was a real house, this would be your sala or your living area. So here in Tapok, you would have a lounging area, some couches for your guests to unwind, or for yourself if ever you just want to hang out, relax, read a book, and whatnot. So this is perfect for that. And it's a semi-covered area with multi-purpose spaces inside. So it's perfect for small events, and even some performances might take place here. Going up to the 17th floor, you will have your obra or your work area. So of course, we would also have a separate area for those who would want to work or who want to focus from those who just want to relax, right? Because we can't always mix them both. So here in obra, you would have 24 hours Wi-Fi here. So if you have clients who are working from home, or if they have children who are taking up online classes, so this is a perfect place for them to do their studies or do their work apart from their unit itself. And then lastly, on the roof deck of this tower, you'll have your dua or your play area. So the dua is actually the largest amenity inside Balay Punta Engano. It will take up the entire roof deck of the tower. And here you will have a playground in the middle with some gardens, some patch gardens as well. And then surrounding it would be an oval or a workout space for those who would want to exercise or just get a sweat in from the day. And then this is also a perfect place for those who just want to sightsee or like take in the coastline of Mactan, because of course this is located at the highest floor of the tower. So it's the most overlooking floor of the property. So let's now go into our units here in Balai, Punta, Engano. Let's first start with our studio unit. So our studio unit is about 21 to 22.24 square meters. Floor to ceiling height for all units would be 2.75 meters. And as for deliverables, the deliverables for all units include the floor tiles. As you can see, it's wooden floor tiles. And then we will also include the bathroom tiles. So the bathroom tiles extend from the floor to the walls. And then inside the bathroom, we'll also include a toilet and a sink, and also provisions for your shower. Going back to the kitchen area, what will be included is a base counter or a base cabinet and counter. And then some overhead cabinets will also be included inside the unit itself. So your studio unit can fit about a queen size bed to 2 twin size beds. So enough space for about 2 people to reside inside a studio unit. So these are just pictures from our model unit or our showroom. So if ever you have clients who would want to see the showroom itself, the location is at Mabuhay Tower IT Park, 16th floor. And feel free to reach out to any of our sales associates if ever you want to schedule an appointment or schedule a presentation with us. So moving forward, we also have a Studio Deluxe unit. So our Studio Deluxe unit would be around 28 square meters. Same floor to ceiling height, 2.75 meters. And then here in the Studio Deluxe, it's actually closer in size to our 1 bedroom than our regular studio unit. So you can essentially build a partition between the living area and the sleeping area, and that can already be considered somewhat of a 1 bedroom unit, right? So here in Studio Deluxe, you'd have an extended living and dining area, and you'd also have a larger sleeping area. So your sleeping area can actually fit bunk beds or 2 bunk beds. So that could accommodate about 4 people. And then your kitchen and dining area, of course, you'd have a larger table area there. So that's perfect for those clients who are looking to invest or looking to have their unit rented out for Airbnb purposes or just for monthly rental. This is perfect for them. And then our 1 bedroom unit is about 31.67 square meters. So some layouts of the 1 bedroom unit would have a wider bedroom than others, but most likely the sizes of those units are the same. So in the 1 bedroom unit, you'll only have 1 bathroom, but you'll have an extra room for a separate sleeping area, and of course a larger living and dining area. So this is a perspective of our 1 bedroom. And moving on, we have our 2 bedroom unit, which is about 40 to 42 square meters. So as you can see here, some layouts of the 2 bedroom have 1 bedroom bigger than the other, whereas other 2 bedroom units have about the same size. But essentially, it's about 40 to 42 square meters, and it would depend on which floor your 2 bedroom unit is located, because different areas of the floor have different layouts, but it's essentially the same size. So this is the perspective of the 2 bedroom unit. So those were our regular units in Balai, Punta, Engano. However, we also do have one special unit here, and that is our Yarden unit. So our Yarden unit has a total area of 51 square meters. It's a loft style unit, so it has 2 floors, as you can see. And on top of that, it has an extended garden, or as what we call it here, Yarden. So this is located in the upper ground floor of the tower. And here in the Yarden, you can actually plant your own, produce or herbs and whatnot. You can have your own plants here, because the soil that we'll be using here, the grass is not artificial in the first place. So it's actually real soil, and you can plant whatever you want here. And you can also have pets here. This is the only pet-friendly unit here in Balai, Punta, Engano. So it's perfect for those pet lovers or plantitos and plantitas who are your clients. If ever they're looking for units, you can recommend this to them. So here's a better presentation of the Yarden unit. So as I mentioned, it's 2 floors. So you'll have 1 floor meant for living, dining, and also your kitchen area. And the bathroom would be located in that floor. And then going up, you'll have 1 spare room, which you can convert into a kid's room or a home office. And then you'll have your master's bedroom on top. So the Yarden would extend from the ground floor, not from the second floor. So it's from the ground floor. So here you'll have some pictures or some close-up looks of the kitchen area, the living and then dining area, and of course our Yarden or garden area. So the total area of the Yarden is about 9 square meters. So enough space to have a pet roaming around, or just have maybe your children play outside for a while, or if you have plants, or if you're a plant lover, you can have a lot more plants here, of course. And then lastly, this is your bedroom area and your extended or your spare room here rather. So the staircase from the lower floor would lead you here to your spare room. So this is where the other end of the staircase is located, and it will extend back to the master's bedroom. So at this part of the presentation, I'd like to show you the views and orientation here in Balai Punta Engano. So as I mentioned, it's not a beachfront property, or it's not a beachfront residential space. However, it does have 360 beach views all throughout. So north, south, east, and west, you will see the beauty of Mactan's coastline. So this is at the northwest direction of the property. So as you can see here, beautiful scenery where you can see the city of Mactan and also the coastline of Mactan. And then towards the right side of the property, you'll see the national highway or the main highway, and you will also see the entirety or the best part of the Mactan Island, which is the sandbars or the coastline. So this is where most of the resorts are actually located, and on your left side you would see B Resorts Mactan. So as you can see, it's not too far away from Balai Punta Engano. If you were to walk from Balai Punta Engano on the way to B Resorts Mactan, that would probably take you about 10 to 15 minutes. And as I mentioned from the start of the presentation, unit owners can actually enjoy a 30 to 40% discount. So although Balai Punta Engano is not a beachfront property, it is still very close to the beach, and unit owners can enjoy the resort, which has a lot more amenities than the amenities that we're providing inside Balai Punta Engano. So moving on, this is at the northeast side of the property, and as you can see here, it takes up the entire. You can see both sides rather of the coastline here in Punta Engano, and actually right across there, about 1 kilometer away from Balai Punta Engano, there will be another commercial space or another big infrastructure coming in the future, which is called Emerald City. So this was purchased by Soler, or this is owned now by Soler. I'm not so sure if it's still called Emerald City, but it's essentially a hotel/casino. So with this infrastructure, it would bring in more value to the area. It would make it a much more prized tourist destination area, because of course, who would not want to reside in this part of the island. And then on the back side, or the southwest side of the property, there will also be another commercial space that will be built here in the near future, and that is Mactan Sea Grove. So Mactan Sea Grove is actually it's a developmental project where you'll have commercial and residential spaces inside. So it's somewhat like an IT park inside the Mactan area. So this is how it would look like from an aerial view. And Balai Punta Engano is not too far away from here. So an added benefit of that is, although it's not located inside Mactan Sea Grove, Balai Punta Engano, of course, is located outside Mactan Sea Grove. However, it's very close by, so it's still walking distance. So the value or the prices of the units in Balai Punta Engano are not too expensive, or of course they are cheaper than the ones in Mactan Sea Grove. but they can still enjoy the benefit of being close to the commercial spaces that Seagrove has to offer. So that's Balai, Punta, Engano.